coming from the sky. Radio contact has been attempted but cannot be established. Instructions are to prepare for an attack by an unknown enemy.
As far as the eye can see, a plague on the surface, a disgusting swarm in the skies. With a crash of thunder, a new demon appears. Unfurling its rotten wings, it lets out a petrifying scream.
捨てられたいな比べられっこ All right, hello gamers. Welcome to the Dio's Bizarre Badgeless Duel Qualifiers Showcase and Round of 32 Map Pool Showcase. I'm Dio. I'm here with Stage to cover up for my egregious lack of knowledge about people who are not ranked in 4-digit or higher. Hello, Stage.
Hey Dio, good to see you. Glad to be here.
Yeah. First off, thanks everyone for playing. We had 50 out of 51 registered teams play qualifiers, which is probably the highest percentage I've ever had in a tournament that's, open rank and open qualifiers and round of 32 plus. So quite a lot of people played. And also thanks to the ref team, because we had pretty much no issues throughout the entire weekend with a ton of people who hadn't refed any matches before. Literally 0 matches refed before this weekend. So shout outs to the ref team for doing a good job and making sure that everything ran mostly as expected. So,
I just want to chime in and just say how awesome it is to see new staff get brought in and just do a great job right off the bat.
Yeah, it's very, very cool to see. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way up to the top. And starting at the 50th seed, it is Rock Hard, seed 50. Unfortunate bottom seed for Rock Hard with Psy, Crimson, 60, and Kua.
You hate to see it. Unfortunately, just not a good enough performance to get above last place. Hate to see it. Just the competition is just so tough in this tournament.
Yeah. All right, go on to seed 49, which is Chopped Bacon. Kyler, Bacon Elsker, Mr. Wang, and Emilus Sucks. Good score on the Nomad 3. Good score on the Hard Rock 1, the DT2, and the Free Mod 1, but not enough to qualify.
Yeah, not much to say here. Don't know too much about these players, unfortunately.
Yeah, same for me with the 4 digits as well. But better luck in other tournaments. I hope it was fun playing. On to number 48, Slip and Slide with Scotty, My Mommy, Kyril, Keffin, and Blue Walk. Again, a couple scores in the top 32. Number 4 on the Hard Rock 1 looks like double FC, but yeah, that's a lot of number 40 something and a couple of number 50s in there. So just not gonna be enough.
What's up with the 240K? I'm really wondering what happened there.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't play just pure speed, to be fair, they also dropped a pretty rough score on Neon Rainbow, and both of those maps are very speed intensive. So yeah, I think you're definitely looking at this team as one that had kind of a rough overall showing on those DTs, and that does count both their scores on those maps. I'm double checking right now. That is both of their scores on those maps. They just can't play speed. It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah. I personally identify. So better luck next time. Hope you enjoyed playing. On to number 47, which is Fedotov, with not Fedotov actually playing. A couple of quite a few Russian players. But not going to be making it in. Number 16 on the Hard Rock 1, number 21 on the DT3, number 21 on the Nomad 2, number 26 on the Hidden 1, but a lot of number 40-something in there, too.
Yeah, definitely had a lot of solid performances, but just unfortunately not quite good enough.
Why is Nomad 4 and Freemod 2 the exact same? That's a great question. Why are they the exact same? They are not the exact same on the sheet, so the results are actually correct. But for some reason, they're the same on the scores? Question mark? Why?
Good observation. Was it like that on previous?
And it was like that on previous ones, so I'm going to rerun this, I guess. I don't know why it's doing that.
What are the chances?
Let's see here. What are the chances? Why did it do that? I'm going to just double check that, but that is very weird. I mean, the results so far are actually correct. Like, these 3 teams are the bottom 3 teams. So the overall results are correct. It's just the one map is not. I'm gonna double check a couple of things here to make sure. Like, hold on.
While Dio's checking in on that, just an interesting stat I found about this team. Despite coming in seed 47, Mia Ghetto coming in number 66 overall out of roughly 185 players, it looks like. So definitely a strong performance from them. Glad to see that.
Yeah, and that is the only repeat. What is going on there? I'm gonna take a look at a couple of things here, because again, the actual results are correct. Like, it's not like the results are wrong. Just a score is repeated for no reason. But I don't understand.
Take a look at the MVP while you're doing that.
Yeah.
If I can find it. Manually calc their scores and see what I get. Yeah, Fremont 2 is repeated. MP shows 538k roughly.
Yeah, I'm very confused, so I'm going to make this instead equal. I'm just gonna fix this in the fastest way possible. G5 to S54.
The mastermind spreadsheeting is brewing right now.
Surely. Definitely. Absolutely. Okay, so yeah, now we have different results for different teams based off of... Okay, cool. So again, it didn't actually change any of the results. It's just going to make the FreeMod 2 scores actually correct. So I'm just going to re-download stuff and make this actually work. You may hear some Windows noises, full disclosure.
Not be alarmed. PC is safe.
Luckily, actually regenerating the bracket takes like two minutes, so
That's good.
okay, cool. I have a new bracket.json. I need to just restart laser and we'll be good.
Did you end up seeing like what the actual problem was?
Not really. Which concerns me. I'm gonna fix it later. I don't know why it's doing that, but I'll figure it out.
That's what we do.
It's just like the array formula was repeating for FreeMod 2 instead of doing what it was supposed to do correctly. It was working fine for everything else. I don't know why it was repeating for FreeMod 2 in particular, but okay, sure.
Google Sheets just decided to be mean today.
Yeah, I don't know.
Always blame Google.
Luckily, the bracket for this tournament, it's not 4v4 team size 8, so it's not huge. So that's good. In the meantime, I can add Spotify to this scene so that you can actually see what song is playing. That'd be cool. I think it's just under a window capture on this. Add existing Spotify. Cool. Oh my god, that's my entire Spotify. Yo!
We just got it playlist.
All right, there we go. There it is. All right, we're good now.
Perfectly normal.
Yeah, good thing my real name's not on there or anything.
Oh god.
All right, there we go. Laser's back. Now we're good. Unfortunately, I have to add a match with the teams. So I'm going to do 2 of the teams that we have already seen. There we go. Okay. And now go to the bracket. Rock Chop.
Let's go.
All right. So again, Rock Hard actually does get a slightly different FreeMod 2 score of 300k instead of 675k. Unlucky. Most of these scores are going to go down. FreeMod 2 was really hard. So do not be surprised if your score went down instead of up on FreeMod 2. And then same here, of course. All right. Now that everything is definitely good, we go on to seed 46. Miles today at 1:53 p.m. high. Yeah, I mean, great hidden 1 score. They were number 3 on the map, but L on the rest of the pool, unfortunately.
What is up with these high single performances and then just
I'd be like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice scores, but not quite good enough. On to the next one. CF45 UCSC plus Max. Soft Kitten, KT, Asa, and Thrylos. Again, relatively good hidden scores. Good Nomad 1 score also on Go Berserk, but the DT pool, the double time pool.
Tapping gapped, unfortunately, looks like.
Yep. Same on Nomad 2 as well. The number 50 score on the map, so not doing too well there. But now we have put Muwu back in for seed 44 with Nemraz, Yensis, Mubustash, and Wanyang, who ranked up to 5-digit to qualify to play this tournament and has since dropped back to 6-digit.
That's amazing. People say 6-digit D-rankers don't exist. They exist.
They exist. Yeah, seed 50 overall on the Hard Rock pool with a double number 49 there. Even if you are really, really good at double time, being in the 40s and literally last on Hard Rock is going to do enough to not make you qualify.
Small circles kind of gapped, looks like.
All right, number 43, Dank Memers with Dalcoran, Luminance, the Topaz, and Tonka Truck. Again, good DT scores, okay hidden scores. The rest of the pool, not so much.
Yeah, really solid Nomad 4 performance, and also a really solid DT2 performance, all things considered.
Yeah.
But yeah, unlucky.
Unlucky. On to number 42. If lose Peppy moved notes, the full or almost full Belarusian team, just not quite good enough. I mean, the FreeMod and the Nomad pool were really the only places where they struggled across the whole pool. Hard Rock, Hidden, and DT, they had good scores. It was just the Nomad pool especially giving them a lot of trouble.
Yeah, not a whole lot to add there. I mean, their average rank is very close to that 5K mark, and they do have a solid, I mean, 3-digit support, but I'm not quite sure. Just seems to be lacking a little bit.
Yep. All right, on to the next one. It's going to be Cuteness Alarm with MC Conqueror, Uranium, Exia, and Equivocator, seed number 41. Not really any standout bad or good performances outside of number 13 on the DT2. Just not good enough across the board, really.
Yep, I agree with you there. Not too much to add.
Yeah. So, unlucky. Go next. And we'll go next also. Seed number 40 is Wawa Bus. Mostly Chinese team. Useless player Yiling 970 and Lily White. Not going to be able to qualify for this one. Number 14 on Aishte with 640k. No, That's not a troll. That is actually a number 14 score. This map was hard. This map was a little bit too difficult, I might say, for the pool. Just maybe it was a little bit hard.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's definitely the one thing I'm noticing about that. How is that number 14, bro?
Yeah, we'll see the top score for Aishte before we get into the top 16. So we'll see the comparison point for all of these. And this tournament did use max percent for qualifier results. So, you know, we're not taking average score, right? Scoring low on Aishte doesn't necessarily mean you just got shafted because the best score on the map was also bad. So, you know, you're not looking for a 1.5 million or something like that. You know, 600k is still a very respectable score there. Unfortunately, just not working out well enough for them on this one. All right, on to the next team after Wobble Wobble Bus is team name 1234. Mostly a Chilean team with Alfio and Gifty, along with Nevs and Paxe, but the Hard Rock and Free Mod pools. The Hard Rock and Free Mod pools alongside like DT2, Nomad 4 really pulling this team down.
A solid performance on Nomad 3. I mean, coming in number 4 overall at seed 39. I mean, we've seen so much of that on these low seeds, but yeah, just need I mean, coming in number 43 on Nomad 4 right after, it's not great. Same for Free Mod 2 and DT2.
Yeah.
To see it. And Hard Rock, yeah. There's just a few,
the Hard Rock 2 incident, it be like that sometimes. Yeah. Unlike on Aishte, 360k, not a good score. So it be like that sometimes, and unfortunately, it be like that this time for this team. So on to seed number 38. We're getting close to qualifying teams, but unfortunate to place in this range, I think, is Team Indiana with Swizzy, It's Pigeon, Fortas, and JT Cantwell. Number 2 on the Hidden One, but they still do not qualify because there's too many other scores that are pulling them down throughout the rest of the pool.
How many of these like outliers are we gonna see? Like,
well, we've seen number 3 on the Nomad 4. We see, or on the Hidden One, we see number 2 on the Hidden One here. So both of the top 3 scores that aren't first place on the map didn't qualify for Hidden One. I will say we have 2 more top 3 scores for teams that did not qualify for this tournament. So that sucks if you're one of those teams. You did well on one map, but the rest of the pool just got you.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't had much to add about the 5-digit players we've seen so far, but hoping to provide some useful insight as we move up the ladder here.
I mean, we're moving through these teams pretty quickly. I'm not adding much on the normal players, or the not normal, the like top seed players. Why am I saying normal? That is, oh god. All right, don't report me. On to the next team. Shivial My Mommy, MJ Moreau, Rinko Shirokane, Shivial, and Shivial My Mommy. MJ Moreau, a pretty good New Jersey tournament player. I'm not familiar with Rinko Shirokane or Shivial. But really good hidden scores overall for this team. It was the Hard Rock, the DT, the Nomad pools dragging them down.
This was definitely a team with a dream. Amazing name collab and team name, of course, but yeah, unfortunately did not get enough of a buff from that to qualify this time.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on to the next team. Seed number 36. We have Gato Free Fire. with the Count Cillian and JQV. Katrick not being able to play because of a tournament ban expiring April 1st, and they were not able to schedule onto like a 0 UTC lobby, so not going to be able to qualify for this one. Really good no mod scores. Again, there's that number 2 on the no mod 1, number 2 overall score. But really, the hidden, the DT, and the free mod all making a difference there.
It definitely seems like a no mod preference team. Unfortunate though, at these placements. Also a 3-man team. That's always going to be difficult.
Yeah. So nicely done getting this close, but just not quite enough. And now for what is sure to be a very sad moment for regulars at this stream. Hello, Massachusetts not qualifying. Vernwerg, Minigot, Bipen, and Rykik. Vernwerg and Rykik in particular stream regulars, so very sad to not see them qualify for this tournament. Goddamn, learn some hidden, guys. Like, let's bump those numbers up. No, number 45, number 40. Like, let's play some hidden. Let's play some hidden.
Minigon and Bipen hate to see them not qualify this time around. I see them a lot in the. There's some 5-digit communities that they're hanging around in, so unfortunate.
Some hidden, some double time, really needing some work. Like, what happened on the DT3, guys? What happened? The free mod scores were so good. The Hard Rock scores were so good. Like, what happened?
This team definitely had the potential, but
they're seed 35. They're like 30 seeds away. Yeah. Like, let's learn some reading. No, let's learn some fucking reading. All right. I'm done. On to the next team. 34, Scoozy Carry. 2 seeds away. No head, no body, no qualify. Unfortunately, the hidden scores for this team pretty good. But the Hard Rock and no mod in this case not looking so hot. Number 50 on the no mod 4. Number 11 on the no mod 2. Very good score there. Number 10 on the hidden 1. But yeah, the other scores are just not it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. They look very solid, just a few laggards for sure. No mod 4 is so unfortunate. It's 2 seeds away. Better luck next time for sure, though.
Okay, on to unlucky seed number 33, and the very last top 3 score on a map without qualifying goes to Curry Destroyer, 7 Chibi, Michelito, Tony 2, and Zyke. Number 3 overall on the Hard Rock pool, number 3 on the Hard Rock 2, top 10 on the Hard Rock 1, no qualify.
You hate to see it. I mean, Tony.
What happened on Aishte, guys? Like 3.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, we've just seen a lot of like amazing like overall performances, and then just like bombing particular maps. So.
Yeah, it's unlucky. Very sad for this team. The last team to not qualify. So if you have not seen your team yet, congratulations, you qualified. You are playing the tournament. And the, lucky but also unlucky team in seed number 32, facing off against the first seed out of qualifiers in the round of 32, is going to be Papu Sorios, a mostly Colombian team with Gato Hongo, Okinari, Gold, and Scooby. And, yeah. Pretty good Hard Rock scores. Some good no mod 3, no mod 4. Good luck on the rest of the pool, though.
Yeah, pretty solid overall, but I mean, unfortunate. Seed 32, just like you said. Not always fun going up against the top seeds right away, but best of luck in the bracket. Yeah.
Yep. Okinari, by the way, played pretty well here. Did average 435k, so not a bad average overall. And they actually played qualifiers with only 3 players. They only played with Okinari, Gato Hongo, and Gold. So, solid performance overall if they only had 3 players for Quals.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see what Scooby's preferences are and how they'll contribute.
All right, on to seed number 31 is Kirby Don't Lag with Molly, Heighten, Teddy, and Worthless Player. Teddy, I think, ranking up to above 5k after registrations closed. Great hidden scores, and good free mod 1, good DT3, good Hard Rock 1. Literal last place on the Nomad 3 is a very big weakness to exploit, plus, of course, a tapping weakness on the Nomad 2 and the DT2.
And you got to keep in mind, the players or the teams you're going to be facing against are going to be looking at this and just, going to town on you. So, gotta either ban those weaknesses or work on them before next match.
Yeah. All right, on to the seed number 30, which is Team Tiburon with Nekore, Pancho, Wolfie, and Bikota. Actually, I think... hold on a second here. Because I think... Was it Nekore who got drafted onto a different team? Hold on. I gotta double check something really quickly. Go ahead and talk about this team. I'm gonna double check something.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, this team doing a solid job. Seed 30, but definitely looking very strong on the DT picks. Outside of DT3, not quite sure what happened there.
No, okay, this team's good.
Very comfortable as well. So Nekore coming in number 8 overall, which is...
That's a hard carry. That's a hard carry. I mean, Nekore is a OWC player for Chile, right? So, very good player overall.
Yeah, love to see it.
All right. On to the 29th seed. Be Grease Monkey Mini, a 3-player team. One of their players got screened. They played without them and still managed to qualify. Penguinzi, Melver, and Stian. Again, good overall score on the DT3, the Hard Rock one. No, really banger mod category for this team. Just particular good scores. The Nomad one, the Hidden one, the Hard Rock one, the DT3. And the rest of it kind of middle of the road, what you expect for a team around this seeding.
Yeah, you always hate to see your 4th get screened. I'm not quite sure who that 4th player was, but yeah, would have loved to see them contribute. But they did an excellent job without him. Seed 29, solid effort.
Yeah. All right. I'm a little surprised to see the DT2 that low for this team, given Penguinzi, of course, a very good speed player. But if they can bump those numbers up in the rest of the tournament. On to the next team, Tsubasaba, another of the 3-player teams that had a player screened in screening, also qualifying, actually. Rikuyama, Unhappy Kuro, and Subaban for their 3rd player, the only 3rd player they will have through this tournament. Very, very good Hard Rock scores. They were number 1 on the Hard Rock 2. Shout out there. And that is the lowest placing team with a number 1 in the tournament.
Ooh. Yeah, excellent score on Hard Rock 2. Unfortunately, we see several 45 and belows. Number 48 on both hidden maps.
Oof. Yeah.
The 300k on hidden too. That's a reading gap team for sure.
Yep.
Are double bans allowed in this tournament?
I'm pretty sure they are. Yes, I'm pretty sure they are.
Well, they may be taking advantage of that if that is the case.
Well, on the free mod reading picks, they will be forced to take a non-hard rock, and the only other allowed mods are Hidden, Easy, and Flashlight. So pick your poison on those free mod reading picks. Good luck! On to seed number 27, we have RIT with Blue Crystal, C Glock, and HRT Enjoyer. Number 15 on the hidden pool, number 12 on the free mod pool, mostly off the back of 2 top 10 performances, number 6 on the hidden 2, and number 4 on the free mod 1. Yes, number 4 on that map is 1.95 million. That map was a little easy.
Yeah, awesome performances, of course, on hidden 2, free mod 1, but yeah, like some of these other teams, we just see some pretty low scores on some of these maps. Hard Rock 1, not quite sure what happened there, considering Nomad 1, number 19 overall. That's pretty satisfactory if you ask me. But
some people just cannot read AR10. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
But
yeah. No, that very well could be it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, best of luck in bracket. Not a bad seed.
No, not a bad seed at all. On to the next team, Pilk Enjoyers. If you're unfamiliar with Pilk, if you're uncultured, that is Pepsi Milk Enjoyers. Bagel, Reddy, Krestiv, and Tall Borowski. Number 9 overall in the DT pool with a number 9 placement on DT2, number 11 on DT3. Draw your own conclusions there. And overall, pretty solid placement on the Nomad pool as well.
Yeah, just some information. I'm definitely good friends with Reddy, and he's run a couple of speed-specific private Discord tournaments, which I've seen Bagel in, and they just absolutely love to play nothing but speed maps, which makes perfect sense given that DT lineup, just looking so strong there. Yeah, not too familiar with Krestiv or Talbrowski, but yeah, this team is looking very strong on the speed.
Krestiv always looks pretty good as like a general all-rounder in United States Cup. So I'm not surprised to see a team with Krestiv on it do pretty well. Reddy as well is generally pretty good, like 4-digit tournament player. I'm unfamiliar with both of their specialties, but clearly this team can do pretty well on the DT and the Nomad pools. And that's going to make up a large portion of the tournament pools in general, right? There's always an extended Nomad pool. There's always a slightly extended DT pool. So if you can do well on those two pools, you have a lot of picks. So good luck to them in the bracket stage. And on to seed number 25, Make It Nice, with Sias, Lurimin, Seikose, and Mester. Number 11 on the Hidden Pool, number 8 on Hidden 1, number 3 on the DT2, and a number 4 placement on Go Berserk.
Yeah, really solid performance. I'd love to see a number 4 on Nomad 1. Not quite sure, if they're tapping gap based on what I see from DT3, Nomad 2. Yeah, not quite sure.
I think well, Nomad 2 was a lot more flow-aim focused, and DT2 was a lot more burst stream finger control focused. Mela was actually CS1 AR 10.1 alt. So that was not a typical DT3.
Okay, makes perfect sense.
And DT1 was AR 10.3 tapping aim hybrid with some doubles at the end. So if you can't read high AR, you're going to score pretty low on both the DT1, DT3. And if you don't have great flow aim, you might not do so well on the Nomad 2. But if your tapping is good generally, you could probably still do well on brain power, because that was AR 8.
Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, definitely not tapping gap by any means. But probably lacking in a couple of other areas that they may want to look to improve upon before their first match.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, on to the next team. For seed number 24, it is Scroogle with Neverin, Jaika, Yukari Smug, and Love Tap back in once again. Yeah, overall
Jaika,
pretty solid. I mean, there's no mod pool where they were bad. Their lowest score in the entire round was number 42 on Fremod 1, and I think that was just an RNG gap because they had okay scores on the Hard Rock 1 and the Nomad 1. Not a bad placement at all.
Yeah, no, really solid. C24 definitely just middle of the pack, not bad at all. Just a quick note about Jaika. I don't know if they're an offline player, but they are definitely good enough to play for, I believe, 5WC Canada, which, if you're not familiar, is, I'm pretty sure, seed number 2 right now, and looking very, very dominant. They also go by Jackie, so yeah, not quite sure what their specialties are, but definitely don't assume things about that 99k reg. They are a powerhouse.
All right, good luck to them, and good luck to the seed. On to the next team, Bawu plus Importware. This team with Young TPLC, Tangela Merkel, which is a goated name, Misery, and Shiragi. Number 3 overall on the DT pool, top 12 on all 3 DTs, and number 4 overall on the DT1.
I'm really glad to see some of these awesome names in the tournament scene. You're definitely probably familiar with Tangela Merkel.
I'm not, but the name is great.
Dude, Tangela Merkel, I mean, he's the best playtester ever, I swear. But yeah, just really glad to see him have a good seed here. Doesn't surprise me at all to have a pretty even spread across all mods. But we do see some laggards, of course, from Fremod 1, Nomad 3. So yeah, maybe they just had a bad run, but yeah, hope to see them do well in bracket.
All right, on to the next one. It is Milk Tea Twitter photo with Zidorn, Milk Teaism, Icarusy, and Zoroki. DT team, DT1 and DT3 in particular. Good aim team as well, just not on Hard Rock. And yeah, I mean, generally otherwise pretty well spread skill set wise. I think abusable on kind of gimmicky stuff, right? With the Nomad 3, Nomad 4, Hidden 2, and Fremod 2 scores, but otherwise not bad.
Yeah, this is one of those teams, we're seeing. Oh, hey, Suicune.
Hey, are we on the next? Are we on the next team already?
We are on Milk Tea Twitter photo.
I got some insider info from Zidorn on.
Okay, go ahead.
Milk Tea had to play at a net cafe and left his pen. Icarus was sight reading. Zidorn, I suck, and Zoriki was playing well, actually. So there you go.
Nice. That is definitely useful insider info. I wonder if Milk Tea will have his pin by next weekend.
We'll see, I suppose.
All right, that is all I have to say. Goodbye again.
Goodbye again.
Next weekend. Yeah, I was just to wrap up my thought. This is one of the first teams we're going to see that we see that one of these players are not like the others. So yeah, interesting to see how the rank and balance will work out in bracket.
Yeah. All right, on to the next team is Hidden Enjoyers. This team actually did not enjoy Hidden. They enjoyed Double Time more. Fault, Bromothymol Blue, Marku, and Psych. Number 1 on the DT2. Top 10 on the DT3. Number 17 on DT1. Like mid-20s on the Hidden pool. But really, it's the tapping maps that they did really well on.
Yeah, one of those not very true team names, of course. Glad to see number 4 overall on DT as a whole. So, if you're going up against this team, definitely look out for that. And Nomad, overall number 33 on Nomad. We definitely see some preferences here.
All right. Good luck to them in the bracket stage. On to the next team. This is Allegrissimo with Karomi, TS Fury, Emerald Ages, and Janzu. Very good Nomad scores, very good Freemod scores. Solid score on the Hard Rock 2, solid score on the DT2. But definitely the Nomad 1, Hard Rock 1, DT1, DT3 dragging the team down a bit on this one.
Yeah, good to see Emerald Ages in here. He's a solid player. I believe he mains Hidden, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's what he's good at. Janzu, not too familiar. Not quite sure how they influence this qualifier's result. We do see number 20 overall for Hidden, kind of in the middle of the pack. I imagine Emerald was in for that. Karomi, of course, excellent DT player. Yeah, good to see them.
Yeah. Good luck to this team in bracket stage. And on to seed number 19. We are definitely in the middle of the pack now with Yahoo, Reed Horimiya, Tabletti, Nerda, and Hivno. Very good Hidden and Freemod scores. Number 1 on the Freemod 1, number 8 on the Hidden 2, and number 6 on the DT2. So solid scores there. It's a couple of particular maps dragging them down here. Nomad 1, Nomad 2, the Hard Rock pool entirely, and the DT3.
Yeah, not too much to add there. Definitely just a really solid overall performance. But then we look at that Hard Rock overall placement at 48, 570k on Hard Rock 2. Hate to see it. Another 600k on Freemod 2, middle of the pack on that really tricky map. Number 1 overall on Freemod 1. Nothing to sleaze at. So yeah. But they're gonna have to work on those Hard Rock performances probably.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. On to the next team. Seed number 18 is Sunflower with Natrena, Dahuchka, Kadama, and Papasanas. Number 1 overall team on the Freemod pool, and 1,055,000 is the number 1 score on Aishte from qualifiers. If I said that map is hard, I think that map might have been a little bit hard for qualifiers. I'm not sure. Maybe that map was a tad bit difficult.
Maybe just slightly.
Yeah, maybe just slightly. Number 6 on Nomad 1 with 900k also. I have been wanting to make aim maps harder in tournament. That map was definitely hard enough.
Yeah, really amazing performances on the Freemod, of course. Don't have too much to add. Looks like they're kind of lagging behind on DT1, so maybe some of that high AR aim. I'm not quite sure. Did you say it was like a traditional DT1 with high AR, or was it more awkward?
It was aim speed hybrid.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense then. Seems to be more of a, mechanics, hidden reading team rather than pure DT, like we've seen in some other teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, basically all of the tapping maps they got kind of gapped on, so not surprising at all to see them have a tough time on DT. All right, and that brings us to the pure middle of the pack, seed number 17, Kabsa Paella with Manolo, Bairechu, Call Me Red, and 3DBO, or 3BDO. And yeah, pretty solid overall performance on the Nomad, Hard Rock, and Free Mod in particular. The Hidden and DT generally dragging the team down, but I think this team has enough picks to do well in bracket stage anyway.
Yeah, Call Me Red and 3B though. I imagine that's how you pronounce 3B's name. Yeah, just this monstrous 5-digit duo from Saudi Arabia. Just absolutely crushing. Call Me Red coming in 18 overall.
That's pretty good.
Sitting among the likes of these open ranked players. We do see a couple other 5-digit players right, in the top 30, which is just disgusting. But yeah, glad to see them up here. I imagine their seed would be slightly higher, but I mean the competition is just really strong when you get up in these seeds.
Yeah, I mean, for context, right? Just reading off from number 11. Number 11 overall was Rui Rui. Number 12 overall was TS Fury. Number 13 was Shade VR. Number 14 was Yukizo. Number 15 was Shiox. Number 16 was Caleb. Number 17 was Rikuima. And number 18 was Call Me Red. Oh, and number 19 was Flay. So, that's some good players. Yeah, this is a team that, again, is going to have like a lot of particular picks and is just going to avoid things they're bad at with bans and be pretty scary in bracket stage. Speaking of which, their opponent in round of 32 in bracket stage is going to be DLLM with Tezzy, Max Burio, Azazapag, and Jock3. And this is another team that has some very particular things they're good at and some particular things they probably want to avoid. And I think a lot of the things that this team is good at are also things that the previous team is good at. So that's going to be an interesting match.
Yeah, Jock3, despite being the lowest rank, definitely one of those names you see in the 5-digit tournament scene. He's pretty much everywhere. He did in this tournament come, in kind of the bottom overall, unfortunately. Not sure if it was kind of just a bad day. But yeah, I wonder how this is going to play out at bracket stage. Good to see him.
All right. Yeah, this is a very good team, by the way. Tezzy and Max Burio are both really, really good. Max Burio in particular is an extremely good open rank tournament player from Hong Kong. So I'm excited for that match. On to seed number 15, facing off against Sunflower in round of 32 is Case X with Blendra, Coco Malos, Metalius Fangirl, and Rui Rui. Rui Rui, again, very, very good player. Played most of the maps for this team. Played 8 out of 13 maps for their tier 1s. And I think it paid off. They were top 10 on 3 separate mod pools and just flopped on DT very hard. But like the rest of this performance in qualifiers is really good.
Yeah, just put your hand on the screen, cover up that DT performance, and you have yourself a top 10 contender right there. But yeah, not quite sure what happened. Number 50 overall, I believe that's last place on DT3.
Yep.
Hate to see it. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, those are maps they can totally just ban out and just kind of dominate on the rest of their picks.
All right, on to seed number 14, which is Good King Gamers. Kali, Caleb, Gig, and Rocketeer Rover. Seed number 2 overall on the Hidden Pool, with number 7 on Tokyo Starlight and number 3 on Non-Breath Oblige. Generally pretty good scores across the board, but I think really being carried by the Hidden Pool and the Hard Rock 2.
Geek and Rocketeer Rover, definitely names you see in the 5-digit United States tournament scene in particular. Geek, he's definitely a very seasoned player. He's been playing in the 5-digit World Cup minor league for, I think, multiple years at this point. Definitely just an amazing tournament player overall. Huge asset to this team. Same for Rocketeer Rover. I mean, these guys, despite being the lower ranked on their team, they are huge assets. So looking forward to seeing how they perform.
Yeah, and of course, Caleb, also extremely good open rank tournament player. Played 9 out of 13 maps in qualifiers. I don't know exactly what those maps are, but I would have to figure that Kali was probably in for stuff like the Nomad 2 and some of the DT picks. So yeah, this team is gonna be pretty solid. On to the number 13 seeded team, that is Nefarious Anglerfish with Acnome, Talula, Cannon Fodder, and Cat Food. Number 11 overall on the Nomad pool, number 6 overall on the DT pool, number 1 DT1, number 2 DT2. Somehow number 35 on DT3. Not sure what happened there, but I mean, number 4 on Nomad 2 and Nomad 4 besides that. So a lot of really high scores for this team in qualifiers.
Despite having a number 35 overall, their DT average is 6 overall, so, it looks pretty good. Cat food, I mean, I could not talk about this guy enough. He is kind of one of those random 5-digit spawns for the United States. Cannon fodder, Acnome, also huge in the kind of 4 to 5-digit United States tournament scenes.
Apparently he did not show up for qualifiers, by the way. So
Cat food?
Apparently. According to chat.
I mean, yeah,
Acnome played all 13 maps, so that guy was not there.
Yeah, so once again, just like the last team, despite being 5-digit, these guys aren't actually 5-digit. So, surprise, surprise.
Well,
that'll definitely help them out in bracket too. I mean, seed 13 I think is a little bit light for this team.
All right, well, good luck to them in bracket. And on to seed number 12 is going to be Zwergschnauzer, I think is how you pronounce that. Sharitori, Dench, 120 Cell, and Respective. You can't really talk about Sharitori and Dench enough. They are incredible players, especially Dench has been massive for Team Ukraine in OWC and 3WC over the past year or so, over the past 6 months or so. So I expect this team to do pretty well in bracket stage, especially as the pools get a little harder compared to qualifiers. Generally good scores across the board, except for that hidden one.
Respective also, I mean, just an amazing 5-digit Ukrainian player. Believe they prefer speed. Not quite sure, I'm not too familiar, but I just know that they're very solid. I see their name pop up a lot. But yeah, really awesome performances, and looking forward to seeing how they progress.
Yeah. All right, on to the number 11 seeded team. We will rob 2 banks. Willie, Clarity, ZFR, and Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is D-ranker. Very, very good 5-digit player. And that was a big asset for them in qualifiers. They had a pretty rough time on the Nomad one, the Hidden one, the Hard Rock one, the Free Mod one. But aside from that, all top 20 for this team and a number 3 score on the Nomad 2.
ZFR, Gilgamesh, these are names these are basically household names in the 5-digit scene. Gilgamesh, just a disgusting gimmick player. He can basically FC anything on easy. And ZFR, just a really solid all-rounder. She plays hard rock, hidden. She's in for basically anything. So yeah, definitely huge assets to this team. ZFR, Alana coming in number 68 overall, and Gilgamesh coming in number 64 overall. So definitely awesome performances from those guys.
Yep. On to seed number 10, finally in the top 10 now, is Krokoziabriki, I think. Krokoziabriki, with the actual player Ferotov in this one, alongside Biadok, Shade VR, and Uzer. Shade VR was, again, a number 13 overall in match cost through the entirety of qualifiers. And played 10 out of 13 maps for this team. So quite a good player there. And kind of shows in the qualifier results everywhere besides free mod. They had generally good mod performances, but there were a couple of maps here and there where they had a little bit of trouble outside of that free mod pool. The Nomad 4, the Hidden 1, the Hard Rock 1, the DT1, DT3. But a lot of very, very good scores for this team as well.
Yeah, definitely. Don't have too much to add there. They just had a really awesome overall performance. Nomad 3, number 42, maybe that could be improved, or maybe they're just planning to ban that outright. But yeah, number 1 on Nomad 2, that's just very solid. Looking forward to seeing this team.
All right, on to seed number 9. It is Toast Sandwich with Leggings, Speed of Snail, Uempress, and Bunny Like Money. The worst placement this team had was DT1, and everything else was top 30. And 9 of 13 maps were top 20 for this team. So very, very good overall performance across pretty much every map. No top 3s, but very, very solid generally across everything.
Yeah, definitely. This is the type of performance you see for a Seed 9, just really consistent across the board. Have some mishaps here and there on DT1. Leggings, I think he's in a name collab with Tights, who is Hexagon. Leggings is known as Solar in the community, so yeah, really, really consistent. Former 5-digit player, now 4-digit player. I actually went to Japan with the guy, so yeah, he's an amazing guy. Looking forward to seeing him play.
All right. And now we're into the top 8. Seed number 8 in the tournament is going to be Bocce with Pra, Flaro, Omax, and Meow 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 Meow. Very good DT scores, very good no-mod scores, and no scores outside of top 32 for this team. No scores outside of top 30, and quite a lot of single-digit placements for this team across the entire pool.
Yeah, pretty fun to see, 3 4-digit plus players playing with a 1-digit in a tournament like this. It's always super cool. Meow Meow, also known as Zab, he is a current 5-digit World Cup USA player. Obviously, just great all-rounder. Super awesome asset to that team. OO Max, this guy has had a crazy improvement arc over the last couple years. When I first heard of this guy, he was like 300k, 250k, and then like I swear I blinked and he was suddenly 10k plus. So yeah, he's just been on the grind, just a super consistent player. And obviously just such a good asset to this team, like most other 5-digits are.
Yeah, and even Pra as well is very, very good on gimmick stuff in particular. I'm going to just go ahead and, Pra only playing 3 maps, but those 3 maps Pra did pretty well on overall. Got a pretty good score on the Nomad 1. Got a not bad score on the Hidden 2 as well. Dropped 330k on that map. And dropped a good 440k on the Hidden 1. So where Flary can't play some of the maps, Pra can pick up the slack most of the time for this team. So I think overall pretty good roster.
Yeah, for sure. And OO Max, one more note about him, despite him being such a fast improving player, coming in number 92 overall. I mean, that's a very solid performance, right in the middle of the pack. Love to see it.
Yeah. And now on to seed number 7. Following up We Will Rob 2 banks is We Will Rob a bank. Kohei, Sin, Akazaris, and Kagano. Kagano in particular, of course, well-known OWC player from the Philippines. This team had a couple of rough maps on the Hard Rock 2 and DT3, but the rest of the pool going very well for them. Number 1 on the Nomad 4, number 3 on the Nomad 3, number 3 on the DT1, and number 5 on the Hidden 1. So a lot of very high placements for this team to make up for those lower scoring maps.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. They're just doing such a good job in the qualifiers. Seen, despite being the lowest rank, coming in number 33 overall. Love to see that. I'm not too familiar with their play style and what they participated in, but they did play 11 maps. So just let that sink in for a second.
Yeah, very good overall team, and I'm excited to see what this team can do in bracket stage. We'll see if they can take down any of the higher seeded teams. Starting with seed number 6, Swaglords Flag CN, with Finana Ryugyu, also known as Crickard, Too Slow, Mid-C, and Micro. This team is actually not from China. This team is all Canadian, as Mid-C actually lives in Canada. So this is a full Canadian team. Top 10 overall on 4 of 5 mod pools, and really just brought down on the DT pool by that DT2 score. The DT1 and DT3 scores were also very good for this team, both in the top 10 on those.
Yeah, slight correction. I believe Finana, or, well, I'll just say Crickard and Micro.
Okay, mostly Canadian. Mostly Canadian.
Probe. Yeah, they definitely are, I believe, American players. I think Crickard is in California, and I'm not sure where Micro's at, but I just know that because they're so prevalent in the USA 5-digit scene. We've seen a lot of USA 5-digit players in this tournament, so yeah, love to see how well they performed overall, and looking forward to see them go far in the bracket.
Yeah, they have a lot of good stuff to pick into, I think, in the bracket stage. On to seed number 5 is Downtown Gary, a 3-player team who actually had a player screened out in the screening phase. Still top 5 out of qualifiers. Hotbread, Juicy, and Luvova. I think big credit due to Hotbread here, but Juicy and Luvova also played very, very well, as Luvova was number 9 overall in match cost and played 8 of 13 maps. Hotbread, of course, playing all 13 maps was boosted up a bit by that on match cost, but Juicy as well, the 5 maps that he played, he averaged 735k. So this is a team that just averaged very highly across every single pool, and you can see it, except on the free mod 1, top 27 on everything, and top 20 on 10 of 13 maps.
Yeah, that's a really amazing performance. I mean, this is just something you see from a Seed 5 team, but to have this be a 3-player team is just disgusting. Hotbread is, I believe, a recent kind of USA 5-digit spawn. He is absolutely hard carrying the current 5-digit World Cup USA team. Just absolutely disgusting player. Kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, coming in top 5 overall in 3 different mod categories is just so solid. Plenty of picks for them. I mean, it's going to be easy pickings for them in these early rounds.
Yeah, really solid scores, especially that DT2 score. That's a fantastic score on the DT2 there from this team. Honestly, I think everyone should see that score and just look at it.
Oh, what the hell? No, you're lying. You're lying. You're trolling.
I am not trolling. I'm not lying. Anyway, on to the top 4. The seed number 4 is Fuki Inkai, Bletzi, Yukizo, a hot dog, and Shion. Shion, also known as Shiraha Yuki. Somehow Shiraha Yuki doesn't have a badge. I don't know how that's a thing. First team that is top 10 on every single mod pool overall, and top 20 on every map except for DT1.
Just a super amazing performance. I mean, Yuki Exo coming in number 14 overall, like that's just a disgusting performance from him. Love to see it, and yeah, I mean, top 10 overall. I mean, not much to say about that other than like good job.
Yeah, I mean, really solid performance overall from them. Somehow they did this without top scoring a single map, by the way. They've got a couple number 2s, but no top scores on any map.
Those belong to the bottom 40 seeds.
Yeah, exactly. Those belong to teams that didn't qualify for this tournament. Thank you very much. On to the top 3. Seed number 3 is Migranten, Tim Kackner, Fle, TH1, and Catharsis. Number 1 overall team on the Nomad pool, number 2 overall team on the DT pool, and number 3 overall team on the free mod pool. Just cover up the hidden and hard rock and look at the rest of this entire pool, and a team like this is exactly why I included free mod in qualifiers. I don't know why every tournament that has free mod throughout the entire tournament doesn't have it in qualifiers. Some teams are just good at free mod. Some teams are just good at free mod, and they are not good on hidden only or hard rock only. So yeah, teams like this are a reason I am glad I included a free mod pool in qualifiers, because this team is clearly very strong with players taking different mods.
Yeah, super interesting to see. I mean, you can do so much with a free mod pool. You know, I mean, a lot of tournaments it's just kind of like hidden 4, hard rock 4, assuming 3 other maps, and it's not really anything special. But yeah, you can do so much in qualifiers with the free mod. I'd love to see that added, and yeah, unfortunately, as you mentioned, number 27 and hidden, you know, they may just look to ban that outright. Who knows?
We'll see. It will depend on the hidden pools going forward. Of course, not every hidden pool is going to look exactly like this one, but we'll see how it goes for them. Yeah, very, very good team, by the way. Number 1 on Nomad 1, number 2 on Nomad 2, number 3 on 2 other separate maps in the DT3 and Free Mod 2. So very, very strong overall performance there. And now on to seed number 2, which is Oingo Boingo. Thank you for the JoJo reference in your team name. We have Mazda Engine, Rebo, Daitaku Helios, and Rich P2K. Number 1 on the hidden pool overall. Number 2 on the Nomad, Hard Rock, and free mod pools. Just cover up double time and look at the rest of their performances.
Yeah, Rich and on the hidden maps for sure, I imagine. Just absolute dominant hidden 5-digit player.
Yeah, yeah, that guy's pretty good at hidden.
He's kind of a household name. Yeah, he's everywhere. And I did confirm before the stream that this is in fact a Mazda engine, not a Honda engine like I originally thought. So definitely, yeah, beware of that. Beware of the engine.
Yep, beware of the engine.
Steamrolled. But yeah, just a super awesome overall performance. I mean, coming in number 2+, I mean, that's what you expect to see by a seed 2, but yeah, just coming in number 2 plus on 4 different categories. Not quite sure what happened on DT2, number 32, but
Tapping gapped.
yeah, like a lot of these teams, you kind of just got to cover it up, look past it, and yeah, I mean, these guys are just going to dominate. Definitely a contender for the tournament.
Yeah. And of course, the other contenders, seed number 1, the team expected to win it from the start, is Shashin Import Wear, Luki, Shiox, Violet Wasp, and JSFA. Number 1 on the Hard Rock and DT mod pools. But more importantly, the only team to top score more than 1 map in qualifiers, and they top scored 3 of them. Hidden 2, Hard Rock 1, and DT3. They were also number 2 on DT1, and top 5 on the Free Mod 2. So those are ostensibly 4 or 5 different types of maps that they are top scoring or getting top 5 on. Very scary team.
Yeah, super scary indeed. This team just really went above and beyond in this qualifier. I mean, they just absolutely dominated everyone in these categories. JSFA, super strong 5-digit player, coming in number 25 overall. Sitting up there with the likes of Call Me Red and Hot Bread, definitely a super scary player. But in addition to that strength, you just have such an awesome support group for the other 3 players, of course. I mean, yeah, not much to say other than like, awesome job. Coming in number 15 overall on Nomad, that could probably use some work. Maybe some teams will be looking to take advantage of that, but we'll see.
Yeah. And that's it. That's the qualifiers results all done. So we are going to move on to the round of 32 map pool showcase now. Thank you, Stage, for doing the qualifier results reveal with me. Don't think you'll be staying for the map pool showcase because you do not know what the pool is.
No, for sure. Yeah, no, it was super good to be here. Super fun casting with you today. Yeah. And yeah, good luck to all the teams, of course. GG to the teams who didn't qualify. And yeah, enjoy the showcase, guys.
Yeah. All right, and that is going to do it for us for now. I'm going to put you on a waiting screen for just a minute while I get all of my replays and get ready to go for the qualifiers showcase. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back shortly. All right, hey, what's up, guys? We're back. The qualifier results are on the sheet. If you want to look at the qualifier results overall and see where your team is placed and look at your matchup, you can do that. Schedules will be on the sheet after all of this is done. But for now, all of the qualifier results are up there and ready to go. And so now we go into the round of 32 map pool showcase, starting with Nomad 1. There we are. Number 1, Sky Arrow. I had to go re-FC this because my old FC is gone into the ether. Will there be a solo Quals results? Yes, I will have a statistics sheet also out. That is pretty much ready to go. I need to run it one more time with the last lobby, the very last lobby that happened. But that will also be out. Grand Senpai to Asuna Yozora. Yes, actually. If you're wondering where the Grand Senpai aim went, don't worry. I have something coming for you. It is just not Nomad 1. But there will be some more very silly, high spacing, funny aim coming soon. Don't worry about that. This one's a bit of a stream map. We'll say this is a little bit of a stream map. It's an aim map of all time. Yeah, this is definitely some kind of aim. Why is there a farm map in the pool? You know what? Actually, I'm not complaining. Good choice. Don't worry. There will be non-farm aim maps in this pool also. Plural, non-farm aim maps. But I think this is a very good introductory consistency tournament pick. It's an introductory 300 PP map also. So if your 5-digit players are in need of some ranking up, tell them to go play Nomad 1. And now on to Nomad 2. The final overtake by Rabbit House, the final overdrive difficulty. No, that was Nomad 1. That was Nomad 1. This is 196 BPM, kind of hybrid finger control, stream stamina pick. A little bit of aim control in this, but not too much. Also not very heavy on flow aim. There's enough flow aim in the rest of the pool, Nomad 1 included. Pause the showcase? Just go quickly. What do you mean, pause the showcase? The choice for this was mostly because stream maps at this star rating are either, like, there is no stamina component, or there is no flow aim component. And you can't really test both. And given that there was already flow aim in the Nomad 1, and that there is flow aim in the rest of the Nomad pool as well, with the Nomad 4, of course, tech maps have flow aim, I just decided to go with something that was a little more stamina focused in this spot, and I think that'll work well for the rest of this pool also. I say stamina focused. I mean, it's 6.3 stars. There's only so much stamina you can possibly have in a 6.3 star map. A lot of the way that this map does test stamina is through these finger control sections. And these are honestly the hardest parts of the map, is the finger control. And those 1/3. Don't break there. When is this replay from? I don't even remember when I did this. This is a long replay. All right, there's the Nomad 2. Oh, this is from 2022. Yeah, this is a old-ass replay. I think every replay in this showcase is from me. I'm pretty sure. Oh, except DT1. That shit is not me. On to Nomad 3. I did not steal this from SFS. SFS stole this from Big Mig Tournament 2, where I pulled it first. Midnight Lady by Dirty Androids. This is a banger. This is, again, a relatively snappy pick. More aim control focused than last week's Nomad 3. A lot of these sort of quote-unquote cut double into the third note patterns. Much heavier focus on aim control this week than last week's Nomad 3, which a lot of people were basically just calling high BPM snap aim. Map does still have some demon flow aim patterns, though. Those linear flow patterns in particular are kind of nasty. Wait, I have an FC on this with Score V2 from SFS. Why am I using my Score V1? But whatever. Ignore the misses at the end, because in my V2 play, those didn't happen. This is definitely a map where you may want to sacrifice accuracy a little bit if you struggle with cut stacks in particular, like I do. Definitely not something I'm super good at. And also the ending to this is Demon. The ending to this map is Demon. Please do not miss. All right, on to the Nomad 4 tech pick for this week is No One Yes Man, but it's not the top diff. This map is pretty easily learnable. I'm not going to lie, I kind of forget what's in it, but it's mostly slider tech with some flow aim and finger control, a little bit of light reading. This one also with some cut patterns, though not the main focus of the difficulty in this map by any stretch, as they kind of are in the Nomad 3, honestly. Yeah, this whole map set is really good. This map is not an exception to that rule. It is still very good. The second half switches a little bit more into flame focus as opposed to the first half being a little bit more slider focused. I don't remember where I missed. Really? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. All right, there's your Nomad 4. On to the Nomad 5 for this week, which is speed. Dio speed isn't real. It can't hurt you. Just ignore the 200Ks down here. I think I pulled this before Zadorn signed up to the tournament. And now Zadorn is playing. And yeah, whatever. Just re-upload it without his permission. The map is still uploaded. Twitch is funny like that. This map sucks? Yeah, I know. This is not super speed intensive. This is, what, 234 BPM? Really not all that difficult, all things considered. If I can play it, it's not really that hard for a speed pick. And I can play this, but I think this fits well enough. This is higher starting than Nomad 1, higher starting than Nomad 2. Might be slightly on the easy side, but probably it's fine. All right, on to the hidden pool. This is the pick I'm personally most excited about. It is Against the Grain by Ramses B, mapped by Asphyxia. This is an unranked set by Asphyxia that is just some absolute banger. This is an awesome map. Is pool being posted on sheet immediately after showcase? Yes. This map is a lot of awkward aim and a lot of slider aim. Slider jumps, to be particular. I found this map by being subscribed to Asphyxia via mapping subscriptions. And this is, I think, still in the process of being updated for ranking, but Asphyxia knows it's being pulled here. This map also just doesn't really ever stop. There's always something difficult going on in this pick. Some more difficult than others, but there's always something to trip up on. I cannot believe I almost broke there. That would have been the silliest break known to man. Fortunately, I did not flop. As with many Asphyxia DMB maps, this map is more of the same in the second half. Not a lot to talk about with this one. Just a very, very good map and very fun to play, fun to practice. I was very happy when I got this FC because this map is not easy. This is definitely hard enough for the pool. I think this may be a slightly lower average score map because it is a little bit tricky to be consistent on. Especially in ways that, for example, No Mod 1 is not very tricky, but of course the star rating on this is far lower. It is only 5.8 stars or so. And that's it, Against the Grain by Asphyxia. And now for the Hidden 2. This is a throwback map. Freaks Romanticism by Cassandra. This was a slightly more popular AR8 reading pick in like 2020 or 2019. AR8 reading in quotes, because this is not that difficult to read. This is definitely, I think, more in line with the rest of the pool. The aim control in this is part of what makes this difficult, but it is AR8 flat, so some people will just have trouble with it because it's AR8, and others will have trouble with it because of the aim control. But if you can read this, the mechanics are low star rating enough that you can probably play this pretty well. I just suck at reading. Clearly. Dio hidden player except Y speak. This pick is also very short, so if you do have trouble reading it, you can probably practice it enough times to where that's not a huge issue. So teams who have a lot of time to practice this weekend will be rewarded for their efforts in round of 32 on what is a relatively simple low AR pick. And to be fair, the low AR picks last week were a little cracked out, so I think scaling down the difficulty on these is for the best. All right, on to the Hard Rock pool. Hard Rock 1 is going to be some Alt Flow, Ilias, Elvis's Extra Difficulty. Map set by Kevin Sella. This is a 2020 replay. Yeah. Yeah, this map is this actually HP 9.8 with Hard Rock? No wonder this is such a pain in the ass to actually get a score on. Definitely play this with no fail. This is just a score v1 play that I had from years ago. Of course, the No Mod 3 is very snap aim focused, so some other alt in the pool is going to be flow aim focused with the Hard Rock pick here. Another relatively short pick, only 2 minutes long. Of course, the next pick in the Hard Rock pool is going to be slightly longer. Now, at the end of this map, you can see I have a 623x play on this. There's a 1/6 right at the end of the map, so don't forget about it. The ending is a little bit RNG because of that, so good luck. But it is the very end of the map. If you're all holding full combos, maybe it matters, but most matches that won't be the case. All right, on to the Hard Rock 2. This is Less Than 3 by Becky, mapped by Sunny C, the precision aim consistency pick.
Oh, I just can't wait.
I pulled this in, I think, 2019, I want to say. In another rank restricted tournament 4 years ago or so. It's been a while. It's been a while since I pulled this one. I think this is really unbalanced as a free mod pick, but quite good as a Hard Rock aim consistency precision map. And in typical Sunny C fashion, this is very focused on big jumps across the screen on 1-1 timing, as opposed to lots of smaller jumps on 1/2, as you usually see in, for example, Clade maps. And this map feels old, because it was meant to feel old. And suddenly it all falls apart here in the second half for me. I don't know what happened. I don't even think the map became harder. I just got worse mid-map. I don't know. I think that's the only burst in the entire map, by the way. I don't think there's a single triple or anything else in this map aside from that one 5-note burst. All right, and that's the Hard Rock pool. That'll be your quote-unquote aim consistency Hard Rock pick. And now for what I think is the only non-DO replay in the pool. DT1, played by Camo. Reforms Insane Diff of Diamond. Well, the Hidden 1 and Hard Rock 1 were not farm. So now you get farm. The Hard Rock 1, Hard Rock 2. The Hidden 1 and the Hard Rock 2 were not farm. So we're back to a farm aim map here with the DT aim pick. This one is the highest star rating in the normal pool at 6.4 stars. Of course, AR 10.3. It is a little lower star rating than I would usually pool for a DT1 in comparison to, you know, the Nomad 1 and the Nomad 2. But it's also AR 10.3, and there are a lot of, like, lower ranking players in this tournament who are typically not as good at high AR reading. If they were good at DT aim, they would be higher ranked. So the higher AR DT picks are generally going to be a little easier for your top seeds to FC, and just by the nature of being high AR DT, likely a little harder for your bottom seeds to FC. There's not much to talk about on this map. It's just farm, guys. Like, it's just reformed DT aim. There's a couple triples here and there. Wowee. It would be higher ranked, right? Right? Yeah, surely. And obviously, this is a bit different from the DT1 and qualifiers. DT1 and qualifiers was a lot more speed focused. It was your, you know, quote unquote mathy map. It's not really a thing in this pool, as we have tapping focused Nomad 2, tapping focused Nomad 5, and you're gonna have tapping focused DT2 as well. So to put a fourth just pure tapping pick in the pool felt a little bit rough. So instead you get a slightly higher BPM and a high approach rate on the aim map. And now onto the map everyone knows, but absolute banger, so I'm pulling it anyway. Colors, the Sasakura UK Future Logic remix by DJ Taka, mapped by Wa. Yes, I have a chili repair local that I could have used. I'm using my B rank anyway. Fun fact, this is AR10. It is also the lowest approach rate DT map. Yeah, if you have the speed player genes, you can play this map. If you don't have the speed player genes, you are... well, you're dropping my score. You use the skin when you play? Yes. In most cases. I do have like a, you know, Rafis skin for DT1 and a low AR skin, but... and I occasionally will use Vaxia skin if it just makes the map easier for some reason. If I had a penny for every time a map in DPPD was pulled once in OC 2020, I would have 2 pennies. Not a lot, but it is weird that it happened twice. Yeah, OMX, I also play on this dim setting, 95% dim, and usually with custom combo colors and custom hit zones enabled. What does a low AR skin entail? I don't know, it just makes it easier to read low approach rate. This shit ain't scientific. I just find a skin that works and run with it. All right, on to the Double Time 3. It's Kimi no Kyoku DT. What the? It's not the Akali map, obviously. This is a easier version. Some once again high AR, lower BPM, finger control and aim control in this one. Map is only 188 BPM. So not a significant tapping strain on this one. Similar to Mela, it is far more about the reading and the finger control and aim control. I can't believe I hit that. All right. Anyway, yeah, just, you know, be better at AR 10.1 than I am, and you'll probably be all right on this map. I'm not going to lie. If you can read this, you can read it, and you can probably play it pretty well. If you can't read this, El Bozo, enjoy your 90-ack. All right, that's the entirety of the DT pool. Now on to the free mods. Free mod 1 is Don't You Want Me by Psyche, featuring Such, the Jellyfish difficulty by Mir. This is a very old map that I have seen in so few places over the last 4 years or so, and I really don't understand why. This is a swing finger control map in free mod. This is not free mod aim this time around. Little prop. In this, the doubles map, yes, swing finger control. Swing finger control tac hybrid. If you're counting, this marks, of course, no mod 3, no mod 4. I wouldn't call either Hidden 1 or Hidden 2 tech. I would not call Hard Rock 1 tech, but it is alt. So there's number 3. DT3 and free mod 1. So that's going to be most of your gimmicky finger control, aim control stuff in the pool. With, of course, no mod 1, no mod 2, Hidden 1, no mod 5, Hard Rock 2, DT1, DT2, all being mechanics maps. So a little bit more of a mechanics skew in this pool. But I think that's kind of par for the course in the earlier rounds. And you do still have the lower approach rate picks. So the Hidden 2 and Free Mod 2 as more gimmicky stuff. So pretty even spread across the pool of more gimmick-focused stuff and more mechanics-focused stuff. Now, I'm some ass at swing, so this score is not good. But I know for a fact that this map is actually very playable for people who are good at swing. And if you are good at swing, you're going to have a good time on this map. If your opponents are not good at swing, it might not go so well for them. Nowhere to slot this in, just put it in free mod, surely. Just host 2v2 with force mod and put it in free mod. I think I missed here. I did not miss there. Okay, cool. as a side note, this map is definitely harder with Hard Rock than it is with Hidden. So, yeah, have fun with that. Hello, McXile. Okay, my Osu just randomly lagged. That's awesome. Love that. It does leave us just one more map in the normal map pool. This is 5-2-2-3-2-1 for the map pool overall. Oof. You know, when I said I was bad at swing, I really was telling the truth. A bit rough in that section. Of course, I did the free mod replays with no mods, so you can actually see what the map looks like without any mods. I doubt we're going to be seeing any easies on this map through the weekend. Definitely not an easy-friendly pick. But I think we're going to be seeing pretty much exclusively one hidden, one hard rock, or maybe one hidden hard rock on this map. You are forced to take 2 different mods, so probably hidden is going to be one of them, because I think that's the easiest mod for this map. And probably hard rock is going to be the second one, because despite hard rock definitely being harder than hidden, I think that's probably the second easiest mod for this map. And now, for the free mod 2, most people probably know this. RIP Shiki, it's pure Ruby. Cut streams. If you'll notice, the Hidden 2 was like alt aim control. The Hard Rock 2 was just pure aim consistency. And so the free mod 2 is something completely different from both of those things. On Hard Rock, this is pretty much just a mechanics map, mostly focused on cutstream mechanics. On Hidden, this is still a cutstream map, but the cuts themselves become a lot more difficult to time properly on Hidden. We could see easies on this. I would not be super surprised to see easy on this, given that it makes the cut streams pretty much trivial. The spacing becomes very low. That said, the doubles sections in between do become a bit easier, the other reading-focused portions of the map. A note also that Hidden and Easy is a valid mod combination in this tournament. One thing I was surprised about is we did not see anyone take Easy plus Easy Hidden on Aishte. I don't think we're going to see that on this map either, but it is a valid combination. L. I don't even know where I missed. I don't even know what I missed on. Nice FC. And now for tiebreaker. Tiebreaker in this round is Back to the Gate by DJ Sharpnel. Mapped by Furica. It's another D-Row replay. I only got an extra replay on the DT1 from the leaderboards. Zidorn is very happy. Yeah, this is 6.5 stars. This is the highest star rating in the pool, and it is, of course, a mechanics-focused tiebreaker. Largely tapping focused, but there is a lot of non-trivial aim in this map. A lot of non-trivial aim and finger control in this map. I wanted something that was mostly mechanics-focused in the early round, because obviously the pools are going to get harder. The tournament is going to get much more difficult very quickly. And so I want generally the teams that have the skill cap to do well on those higher star rating pools to advance through if they do go to a tiebreaker. I don't think this is so tapping gated that lots of people are going to be gated out of it by the tapping. It's only 190 BPM. It's not like we're putting in 200 BPM death streams here. And I thought this was an okay fit if you are actually looking for a mechanics tiebreaker, which is what I was doing for this round. Oh, so yeah, Perennial is back. Go sign up to Staff Perennial. I'm not looking at playtester applications right now. I'm trying to get all of the custom mappers actually sorted. But playtesters will be in need soon. So we'll be getting a full team together as much as possible for playtesters. Here's where the first little bits of like finger control and aim consistency start to come into play. These back and forth jumps are a little bit difficult to read. Those awkward slider jumps are a little tricky as well. Thank you for the hydrate. And of course, a little bit of finger control in this section. Nothing crazy. And obviously, there's a tapping element. There's quite a bit of stamina requirement to this map at 190 BPM. Thank you for posture check. Okay, like I don't have any more hydrate, guys. I don't got any more in me. Yo, chill, chill. Such a good song, though. Such a good song, though. I will not say the word. Bro, okay, like, hold on. Shoot. Oh. Okay. All right, I've done push-ups and stretched. Can I look at the song now? Hello, onion pie. Thank you, Tony. I'm sorry. Can you maybe raise the client volume by a bit? Yeah, I can do that. Hold up. Also, yeah, don't miss there. Do not miss where I missed. All right, that's it. That is the map pool. The map pool is actually also on the sheet already. I'll be getting schedules and a map pack out shortly, as well as qualifier statistics for teams that want to look at them. Yeah, that's it. That's everything so far. So I think I am done with the stream for now. Thank you all for watching. And I'm going to refund Rich B2K's request because I'm ending the stream a couple minutes early. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Good luck to everyone who qualified. Commiserations to those who didn't qualify. If you're wondering where your team qualified, you can check the qualifier results on the main sheet. Again, top 32 actually play, whereas numbers 33 through 50 are not playing in the tournament. I did do your hydrates, Tony, or I rejected the ones that did not get done. Yeah, that's it. Good luck to all the teams, and thank you for watching. I will see you all next time.